Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in to the WBM podcast. This is one of your hosts. It's your boy, Merc.
Welcome back, everybody. This is your boy, Xfer.
And this is your boy, Oski in the mix.
In the mix. Tell him, Merc.
Guys, we have one hell of an episode lined up for you this week.
We're talking about a little bit of Tokyo.
Tokyo X. Yes, we're going to talk about our experience at Tokyo X.
That's right,
look
guys.
out for that.
Then we got a very famous franchise that you guys love.
That you guys may have heard of. The movie just came out that long ago, but we want to go and give our 2 cents on it.
Yes.
Planet of the Apes.
Planet of the Apes, guys. So, hey, I hope that you guys sit back, relax, pop a cold one, and enjoy this one.
That's right, guys.
You guys ready?
Cheers.
Ready.
Cheers. Let's go! Woo!
Buenas noches, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
I like
there's
that.
the voice.
We're back for another week.
So smooth.
I love it, man. That's good. That's good.
I love it. I love it.
I had to do my little bilingual thing.
I love it, bro.
Thanks to Daddy Biden.
That's right.
Hey.
Hey.
But we're not gonna get into that right now.
Yeah, we
Later,
don't
later.
talk politics on this show, guys.
Later,
Anyway, keep it
later.
pushing. Anyway,
That's right.
yeah, man. Excited to be back. Another episode from different schedule, right? We're taking off our
Yes.
bi-weekly episodes.
That's right, guys. We're back into the summer arc, guys.
We're gonna release episodes every other week, and for our bye weeks, we might have a little surprise. I forgot to mention it, but we might have a little surprise for our bye weeks.
I just love to be back with you guys.
It's gonna be great, guys. We got a bunch of stuff lined up for you guys. Our summer con lineup is started. It's popped off, and just get ready for a bunch of more content from us. So it's super duper exciting, and we can't wait to show you guys more.
That's right, my man. Because we want to start with one of them. Oh my God.
It's
a Gundam!
Bro, these are so awesome. So these are Gundam figures? Not sponsored, guys.
not sponsored.
sponsor. Bandai, if you're watching, though.
Bandai, check it, bro. These things were absolutely insane.
So, like, where did these
So
come
where did
from?
you collect these from, at, bro?
Because
Yeah.
I don't have this in my country. No, en mi pueblo no hay esto.
You know what? Let's hop right into it. This past weekend, I was at Tokyo X. Thank you, Tokyo X.
Shout out Tokyo X, ladies and gentlemen.
I was working media at Tokyo X. Got to do the whole experience. It was a lot of fun. But one of the things they had, Bandai had a whole section of Gashapon machines.
Is this what this is?
Yeah, that's how they come.
Is this machines that, like, it's like a slot machine looking thing?
Yeah, it's like a slot machine looking thing. Like
Once you go to the grocery store, you put the 50 cents in, right?
Yeah.
Like our version of it, but they got a totally better version of
their
it.
version is like really cool. They're called Gashapon, which is I guess it's the little surprise that you get.
Gotcha.
Because I mean, part of it is gotcha.
Yeah, absolutely. I love it.
Oh, for real?
Well,
Yeah,
just think
bro,
about
think
it.
Is it for real Gachapon? Because I got you.
I don't know.
Oh.
I'm on the same boat as
Bro,
you. I'm like, it makes
believe it.
sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
I don't know. But basically, yeah. Over there in Japan, they got full stores filled with Gashapon machines, and the little Gashapon machines got little toys or little
Bonitos.
acrylics, little keychains, like all these things, and it's basically all anime based.
Yeah.
And they had them there at the con. They had a little section. Bandai had a full section of Gashapon machines. I think they have maybe like 20 or more.
So I imagine like in
little
Japan they have
machines.
like
They
an
just-
entire like a retail area that just focuses straight on Gashapon.
Yeah. And
That's
you know what?
amazing.
They actually got them here in the USA. They got like 5 locations
What?
nationwide.
Oh, wait.
Wait, really?
They
Bro,
got
'cause
one
I
in
want one of
Dallas.
these figures.
They got one in Dallas.
What?
But they got one in Dallas. They
A
got
legit one?
A legit one. Like it's like a full, like at the mall. Imagine a room
What?
full
And all different
Gashapon.
assortment of stuff?
of all like machines, and they're like double stack or triple
Is it
stack.
like,
Oh,
is it like,
that's
is it like a
sick.
Japanese company or is it like just
Well,
some
Bandai
American-
is Japanese.
That
Oh,
makes
is,
sense.
is Bandai base, huh?
Yeah, it's an official Bandai shop.
Oh,
That's freaking sick,
Bandai
bro.
does
Counts.
the figures.
It counts. It counts.
Most of the figures, most of the good figures are Bandai.
Oh,
more you
Bandai,
know.
if you're watching,
Hey, shout out Bandai. No,
Hey, man.
anyway.
Shout out at Bandai Collect on Twitter.
no man, because Bandai has good like quality when it comes to like materials that they
No,
offer.
yeah, Bandai has a lot of good stuff. I know
Yeah.
Bandai even has they have the film work side of it, which is also animes, Reincarnated Slime. Blue
Yeah.
Lock is by Bandai Filmworks.
Bro,
Damn, for real?
but
Yeah,
it's the same
yeah.
studio.
if you look at almost
Gundam,
any
of
Gundams,
course,
yeah,
Gundam,
they're all Bandai
that's
products.
A
Bro,
Bandai, that's a
honestly,
Bandai
cause-
franchise.
Because like I remember one time I went to Dallas, the Dallas con we went
Yeah.
to. Remember that game we were playing of Gundam?
Oh man. Okay.
Yeah.
Where, like,
If
we
I
all
find
had
the
this-
image of the footage of that, I'm gonna put that here. Okay, but that Gundam game was
That's
insane,
Bandai,
bro.
Bandai.
it was so pretty. The game was
Dude.
crazy,
Bandai's coming out with a new Gundam game. Bandai Gundam Builder 4.
bro.
Oh, I just saw
Where you
that.
could customize your,
Your
Gundam,
Gundam,
any
yeah.
parts of all the franchise.
There's like I think up to 37 different.
Burning head, burning finger.
Yes, man. I'm
It's-
excited for that
It's
game.
crazy. Like you can do shoulders, cannons, guns, rifles,
Bro, I'm going full.
armor,
Yeah.
colors. I saw that, bro. It looks sick. I was like, is this an anime but in a video game version? I was like,
I don't want to get
oh
political,
shit.
but boys gonna be like, "Yo, buy that game and write that down. Write that down."
Bro.
Shout out Bandai Entertainment on Twitter. That's the video game branch.
One
they
800
basically got a monopoly over. Like,
They do, dude.
Lockheed Martin. How do I do that for real? For real? How do I do that for real? For
Well,
real, bro?
Bandai's got all the best anime games, like Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. That's a Bandai studio.
Man,
game.
like I said, they got quality, man.
Sparking Zero. Okay,
And so,
we'll
like,
talk about that.
so at Tokyo,
Did you see the collector's edition
Bro,
with the Broly
the fucking
statue?
collector's
Oh,
edition looks
bro.
crazy.
Bro.
A Bandai figure.
Hey,
Bro.
Bandai cooked on that one, bro.
the impact frames in the game is stupid, dog.
Stupid. Like,
Oh, bro.
Bro, I
It looks
lost
like,
my mind.
It
I'm
looks like in the
I was-
fight, you're gonna be able to like play out an episode.
it's a cutscenes. They're legit.
One of the
cutscenes.
influencers said like they're in the tournament and the little the
I know
square.
we're jumping around, folks. I know we're jumping around.
I know we're jumping around, but they're in the tournament. They're in the square. I forgot what it's called.
Yeah, the
tournament,
tournament.
Yeah. And then of course the fight gets out of the square, and like there's a cutscene where like the whole audience runs out.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
did you
love
see that?
those.
Did
Dude,
you see that?
shit
and
is
then
so
the fight
dope.
breaks out of the bleachers, and then he's the guy online was playing it, and he said he couldn't find the end of the map on the city.
Oh.
He's like,
Okay,
I still
now
haven't
that I
found the
didn't
end.
know.
He's like, I still haven't found the end of the map. That's how good it is.
Dude, that's insane. But I heard some of these, like the people that got a chance to play, was only for like 30 minutes or whatever.
That's what
But
you're gonna get, baby.
it's been
I mean,
peak. Like
that's
the
all
video
you can get,
footage that
bro.
I've seen
All
of it
you-
is
all you
insane.
need.
Because it's
The
still
burn-
months away. Still months
Still
away.
months away. Yeah, it doesn't come out to October
Bro,
or
you
whatever,
gotta
bro.
debug some shit.
But I mean, the move sets,
quality.
the fighting, Hercule shit even looks cool, dog.
Bro,
The
Bro.
fact that they made Hercule
Like,
like
Hercule, and you know the only way he
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 fights.
can't fly, so he runs.
They bring
That's
Majin Buu.
hilarious.
They bring Majin Buu to help out in fight.
that's his like that's one of
Yeah.
his move sets, bro. That's so
That was
funny.
my favorite, bro.
Oh, dude,
That was cool.
They've
Oh, yeah,
done some
Dragon
cool
Ball
shit.
Sparking Zero. We're really excited for
Oh,
that.
it's gonna be peak, dog.
I can't
Like,
wait.
Bandai sent us an early copy. We'll review it for you. I'm really
Game
pushing.
system it up,
I'm really
bro.
pushing for a Bandai
Pushing
sponsorship this
man.
game.
I really hope you
I
get
need
it.
free Gundams. If you can see my Gundam
Bandai!
Bandai, I
case,
promise we will do you clean content.
I
If
will
you
do
give
a
us
bunch of Gundam content. I got all Gundams.
so much.
I love the little Gundams.
We do it for you.
I mean, speaking of the Gashapon machines, these little Gundams in the Gashapon machines, I guess they're really hard
Bro,
to see.
Nah, hold up. We got this.
I don't know if you can see that.
There you go. Yep.
Oh.
Perfect.
Look at the detail on this
Perfect.
thing.
Perfect, bro.
Look at the detail on this.
Like
guy.
it's worth the souvenirs, bro. Worth the toy, bro. Like we're not sponsored by that, but man, it's like
So
quality.
I had to build them. You know, you build Gundams and look like they come in these little balls. But here's all the pieces. Here's the runners.
Oh, I see the brand Bandai.
Here's the runners. For
Bandai's
the,
have the best toys, man.
The little runners for the.
Of course, I can't
for
afford it,
Gundam.
but
Here's the body, the head, the torso. So these are how they come. They come undone like a real Gundam model.
Yeah, like a
Except that it's like a little collectible. So I thought it was really cool. I got a bunch of like little collectible Gundams in this Gashapon machines. I was talking to somebody there because I got a duplicate. This one's a duplicate, right? And the dude was like, "Yeah, just stand in front of the machine and wait for somebody else to do it, and you can just trade them." I'm like, "Well, nobody's getting the Gundam."
Oh man, yeah, that's gotta suck, bro. You're like looking around, everybody's going like One Piece shit. You're like, hey, they got Gundams
They
here.
got the
Dang.
little Gundam.
They got. Did you guys know?
No, but I thought about what about the culture in Japan? Like you're probably at the store and you're with a bunch of people and you're like getting the machine and you just sit there like, "Hey, you want to trade?"
bro.
you want trade?
That's the version of like
That's awesome.
that's like trading cards, you know. But it's
I
Gacha.
can
Yeah.
imagine. I can
that's
imagine
sick.
that'll be part of the Gashapon store culture over there.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
You
dog.
just hang out at the
Sup,
Gashapon
bro?
store.
Bro,
Hey.
especially if you hit like a bunch of duds the day before, you coming back. I'm coming back to see who I can trade with. Like,
Yeah.
is there any kid that doesn't know?
I was
Yeah,
gonna
but
say,
you know?
if you get like copies of the same one, I bring all 10 of them. It's like
Facts.
I'm ready
Facts.
to which one to
I
do.
wouldn't tell nobody,
Yeah.
but that's my last one, bro. Check it. I had 8 other ones. They sold out today. I'm telling you, this is hot.
Man.
I'm telling you, bro.
This
You know he's
machine's
got an
hot.
episode
This
coming
machine's
up.
hot. You know, I thought about it like gambling. You know how you're sitting at the slot machine?
Oh,
Yeah.
you're right. No
Okay,
gambling.
Because you gotta be
this
all this to
machine's
get the
hot.
good ones.
This machine's hot.
Hey, who was
Come
next?
on. You gotta try out this machine. It's hot.
I got 5 different figures, you know.
You got all 5, bro.
Oh, man.
Every single
I
pool.
like I said, like the sad part of it is I went to the one machine twice and I got the same Gundam back to back, and I was like, they gotcha me.
Gotcha, boy. You know.
But I mean, because it's gambling. I mean, you don't know what you're gonna
Man.
get.
Yeah.
The little toys, you know, it's like they come in series, so every machine has like 6, 7 figures maybe.
Dude, that's insane.
So like this one's the little one piece acrylic. They got like little mini acrylics, which acrylics are really cool. Apparently they're really big in Japan too.
Damn.
But this acrylic right here, man, these things are really hard to open. Of course, this will happen midstream.
Always opening live. There we go.
Damn.
but yeah, see, I don't know if you can
Dang.
see, but it's like 8 different options.
Yeah. So there's a bunch of different variations that obviously you can get in this series of and that's just acrylics. When that's what I think is so cool is that it's these random things that you would never find really anywhere else. Like where else are you gonna find freaking mini badass Gundams or Kaiju number 8 anime characters? Like that's sick, bro. Like I'll walk up and show it.
There was also good food there, no?
Yes, I think. Let's not forget. I was stuck at this Gashapon area for a little while.
I don't blame you. I would have been there for a
Dude,
minute to try to get the right one.
Because
Too.
I bought a few, and then I came home and I built them that same night, and then I went back the next day and I spent more time on the Gashapon area,
Bro, that's
especially
sick.
because it was hot. There were like a lot of people.
Gundam Wing. Come on,
Gundam Wing. Yeah, I would have been.
But Tokyo X, what the con really is like.
First off, sick like lanyard
That is a
thing.
cool-
Like that looks badass.
You can show it the camera close up there. It's
Bro.
Godzilla. It's a
Gashira.
Godzilla.
God, Godzilla is every year. It's Godzilla's year, bro. Like he's
Every-
like,
Every year is Godzilla's year.
You know why? Because it's been like 50 years and he still holds
the
up, bro.
king,
Like,
the king of the
for a
monsters.
reason.
Their little slogan is bringing a piece of Japan.
Nanda.
So
Bandai.
Tokyo Sex like thing is like they want to bring a little piece of Japan to the festival. I think it claims to be Texas' biggest indoor festival because the guys that it's a festival because it has all the food vendors.
That's super cool.
So it's not actually a convention; it's more like a festival with food vendors.
So was the food popping and stuff this year?
The
Like,
food was popping, man. I don't know if you saw my Instagram story. If you follow us on the WBM Instagram,
Gotta go check the story if you haven't.
IG at WBM.
You
But,
miss out on good content. It's
por
always
favor.
there.
I think I posted the onigiri, the rice balls.
Oh, it's so
The takoyaki octopus balls. I was with a friend, not this guys, and I'm like, "Hey man, you want to get takoyaki?" And they're like, "Well, what's takoyaki?" I'm like, "Octopus balls." And he's like, "Octopus balls."
They got
Oh,
balls.
bro, that would have made me pause too. I'd have been like, "Wait, what do you mean?" Like, there's no context.
because he doesn't know.
When do octopus have balls?
Per leg.
Just win, bro.
The fact that he's such a good friend that he didn't even like really question me.
He just went with it.
Because I'm like, they're really good, man. And he's like, I mean, we could go try them. And we're standing in line for like 20 minutes trying to get octopus balls. And he's still thinking they're octopus balls. It's only until we get to the front and he's like, "Yeah, I don't know if I could do this, man."
That's
I'm like,
hilarious.
why? I don't know if I could eat the testicles of octopus. First of all, octopus don't have testicles.
That's what I'm about to ask. Like,
Yeah.
since when?
Takoyaki are not octopus balls. They're just balls filled with grill or
Cooked
cooked.
I've never seen an octopus cocking balls, bro. Like, just,
I don't think they have. I don't think they have testicles. I mean, they're not a mammal, right?
Yeah.
But that was the joke. The fact that he decided to stay there for 20 minutes thinking, "Are we about to eat octopus
That's a
balls?"
real one, dog. I'll give it to him. Like,
That's
you
funny.
know,
But the takoyaki was really good.
Did they try it at the end?
He did try it at the end.
it's squished up
you know what?
octopus, bro.
Not a fan. Not a fan, apparently.
Oh,
It's an acquired,
he
like,
probably thought they were. You know, he got
he
into
was
his head.
disappointed.
yeah,
Oh, it's
Damn.
not.
they're not juicy like that. Fuck.
But they had Japanese Wagyu beef.
Ooh.
Noodles,
Dang.
of course. They had the cold noodles. In the
Bro,
cup.
those cool noodles. The first time I saw it, I was so mad when I
What's
saw
it called?
that.
Udon or whatever?
No, bro.
Soba.
Well,
Soba, there you go.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of those. Cold
You know
noodles.
me neither, but I mean, you see it in anime all the time. Like
talk about it,
Shota Todoroki from My Hero.
I like mine freezing cold. He's like, I like mine piping hot.
He likes soba.
I was literally thinking the same
Bro, honestly, bro,
conversation,
I think it's just my American thing. This is like, bro, this isn't enough.
Word?
Yeah, I mean, to me too, because I tried them and I'm like,
It's not enough.
can
It's
I hit this up?
Damn.
But,
Why'd y'all leave this out for so long?
Again,
That's what I thought.
bringing a little piece of Japan, right?
Yeah.
You gotta try Japanese food and culture.
That's
Yeah.
super cool, man.
Cold noodles.
Yeah, true.
They had the car show. The car show. I think it's funny that every anime convention now there's a car show.
Yeah.
But I always like.
Yeah, I
looking at
never
the
got that,
cars.
but thank you.
No,
Thank
I
you
mean
for your
car
fandom.
culture. You know, waifus in cars.
Thank you for showing
You
that.
know what? I wonder if that was like the super like simple introduction for like cons of gathering for car nerds and stuff like that. You
I
know?
think so. You know,
know,
I mean,
like-
basically, if you're a fan of Tokyo Drift,
Yeah, like that works. It's super true. Like, you know what? Because I would feel self-conscious if I had a waifu on my car if there was nobody else getting waifus. But if I'm
Actually,
like,
yeah, if you
if
think
my
about
boy
it,
was like, bro, I'll get it with you.
Initial D. I mean, there's a whole culture behind it.
there's a
Yeah.
whole culture, man.
Yeah.
What's it called? The Midnight Club?
The Midnight Club.
Was that
Oh.
was that Japan? Was that in Japan? No.
No, bro, you thinking about the Xbox game, bro?
No, they really no. What was the name of the Japan? The one homeboy.
Initial D, the anime.
No, the actual racing club,
There was a
In
I know there is
Japan.
like a real drifting racing club. Is that what you're
the
talking
underground one. There was
Can't
this
remember.
famous dude.
I
in
think
s-
it's Midnight Club.
I think it's Midnight Club for. I think it's
Yeah.
called the Midnight Club for sure.
I just
Yeah.
know the video game.
No, there was a dude in Japan who really had a Supra. I think it's what Initial D's based on. He's the
about
one that the law was like they had to update the cars in Japan because homeboy would be too fast. He would fly, go to
Couldn't catch him.
he couldn't catch him.
Yeah,
So he'll
that's
fly
part
to
of the story.
Korea. He was known for doing shit. He'll go to Korea. He'll go to China. He'll fly his car out, and then go to these parts that just straight shot like a 3-4 o'clock in the morning.
what?
No cop is catching him. He's a Supra. Yeah,
Yeah.
because he customized that thing to fly.
That's
Yeah.
fucking insane. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
No, I
yeah.
never knew that. I just know that
Oh, you never knew that?
Midnight Club Dub Edition. Like, that's all I know.
well, that's what he's based on. It was this guy. I think, but somebody did die. So I think that's when they stopped it, like in the late '90s.
I don't know too much of the story, but,
But that's what I heard,
I
yeah.
know it's like this really famous car club that started
Yeah.
the culture, basically.
Yeah, in culture, like he was him. Like he would like update his Supra. It was a Supra. It was a Mazda, from what I understand. From what I understand.
Oh, like
That may- yeah,
okay.
the old RX-7s, bro.
This,
Oh,
that's it.
Yeah, that's right. I
Or
remember
even the
this.
RX-6, like an initial
some
D.
orange ass car, bro. And yeah, he used to do that shit, bro. So there's like that's what like the whole thing in the movie was like the cops don't bother chasing you because they would,
That's the reference in the movie.
That's him.
If you hit a speed
Holy
limit,
shit, is that that?
it doesn't matter how fast you go, you're not
Yeah,
going to
you're
catch
not
him.
Once you go over, yeah, they know they
And,
can.
and Homo was like a silent pro, like just underground pro. Like he could pro if he wanted to, but he was underground. He was like he just does it for funsies.
That's insane. No, I never knew that,
Yeah.
man. Fuck.
Right now he's an engineer. I mean, right now he just does the mechanic shit. He doesn't do that no more because he's like 60, 70, so he can't see. He's good at night.
Yeah.
Well, let's wrap up the final thoughts on
Oh,
Tokyo
sorry,
X.
yeah,
I
sorry.
apologize.
We've been all over the place. We went to Dragon Ball Sparking Zero and
we're not done yet.
the beginning of Japanese drift culture.
That's right.
And back to Tokyo
Right.
X.
I want to know more. I'm about to go on Wikipedia's link spree because I want to know more about that story.
TikTok links right after this.
But Tokyo X, I also tried out the maid cafe. I was trying
Same.
Dream Maid
Me
Cafe.
too. Oh, how was that? How was that?
it?
It was, I've been to better ones. I'm not gonna lie to you. But main cafes are, I always respect the girls like trying
Yeah,
so
bro.
hard.
I thought it was-
you gotta go out there.
Wasn't this an
Cool. Hats off to you,
organization that was
ladies.
focused on this though from Japan?
Yes.
So what happened?
You know what? I don't know. I've been to better ones.
Where were the ladies from? Were they from Japan as well?
No, it's all
Nah,
local
they were
ladies. He said
locals.
that. Yeah,
They
he
were
did say-
locals.
It's
the
harder to
the
get.
company goes around the whole nation. It's
Uh.
Japanese. It's an actual Japanese main cafe company,
Oh,
and they're touring the nation this year.
oh.
But every stop that they go to, they just recruit local girls.
You know
So,
who I wish that Japanese did the organization like that? Because I heard in Japan they
And-
have the
and they-
male horse where like the girls will come to you, and like
What happened to maid cafes, bro? What?
I wish isn't there another one just like that, but we're like dudes, like opposite of dudes?
Oh, I was watching a TikTok.
I've seen those ice cream parlors,
It was
yes.
like it was
Yeah,
it was
see?
no.
See? Yeah, I'm not crazy, bro.
It wasn't a maid cafe. It was a ninja cafe. And like the waiters
Oh.
were ninjas.
Bro,
And like you go, like the way you
Ning, ning.
enter, you enter. The entrance is like a little gas station corner store, and like behind a freezer is like this way to the ninja dojo or whatever it's called.
Chill.
And like it's like a little cave looking theme.
Bro,
Yeah. Oh, bro.
And the dude has like that, and you get like a little shooting star souvenir. I'm like, I so what? Are you kidding me? I would so go to a ninja cafe. Let's go. Let's fly now.
How do I disappear and reappear, bro? Show me that smoke bomb shit, bro. You know?
What's that jutsu called?
Need. Dang.
You know, it's funny because I had seen it before. You know, in that series Akiba Maid Wars, which I talked about.
Oh, that's right. Bringing it back to our previous episode.
Spoilers, but in one of the episodes, the main girl, she's like, I don't want to be a maid no more, but she doesn't leave the city, she doesn't leave the street, the neighborhood.
Stays for the streets, ladies and gentlemen.
You can take her out the maid. You can take the girl out the cafe, but you can't take the maid out the girl.
Well, she ends up taking a job. She ends up taking a job at the ninja cafe, and since the ninjas cover their face, you know, they come looking for her. And I'm like, I'm not her. Like, we can clearly tell you're her dressed as a ninja. That's why that anime is so great, because the plot is so crazy.
That's funny.
But Make a Fit was great. I was going to talk about the people that I met. I saw the Nami voice actor Akemi Okamura.
How was she? Was she super nice?
I didn't meet her. She had a long line.
Her line was ridiculous.
And, I wasn't sure if I wanted to like spend money on that autograph. But she always had a long line, so she always had a bunch of fans like wanting to meet Japanese Nami. And the Mexican Nami voice actress happened to be there because she wanted to meet. She was gonna go meet the Japanese Nami. You know, she came from Mexico to meet the Japanese Nami.
Oh shit!
And then they had announced it on their social. They had announced it on social. Forgive me, I forget her name. But then on Sunday they were like, "Oh hey, she decided to like do. You know, she's gonna go ahead and sign some autographs. So this place is the only place where you can get 2 Nami voice actresses."
If you guys saw their highlights and their stories,
wow.
you know, you would have seen it was out there. But
so if I was a big One Piece fan, I think that would have been
yeah.
But I'm not. I'm a live action fan. But yeah, man. Double the Mexican.
That's cool as fuck, dude.
Yeah, I thought that was cool.
Did you get a chance to meet anyone, or they were like just a little super long line?
Well, I never saw the Mexican one. I don't know what table she was at.
I feel like there was a lot of people that we met.
I'm sorry. But I saw the Japanese from afar. There was voice actors, of course. Always good to see you, Blake Shepard.
I'm about to say, shout out Blake Shepard.
Shout out Blake Shepard.
I talked to Jay Hickman for a little while.
Oh,
shout out
Jay Hickman. Hope to see him at Anime Houston, Anime Dallas later this year.
That's right.
Mochi.
I also talked to. I saw a panel with Fuyuto Takeda, which is he's a manga editor from Japan. And people got to submit their mangas, and he would like review them or talk about what it takes to like
make them better.
A manga.
Really?
Yeah. Our boys Iridescent submitted their manga.
Shout out Iridescent!
Shout out to the Blaze Brothers. Got to talk to them for a little while.
Dang, how were they?
Big things coming up with them. You know,
very cool.
Stay tuned on that one, brother.
But the Japanese manga editor got to like look over their manga. I saw it on stage, but
that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's cool,
that's
man.
sick,
Congrats.
dog.
Hey, the fact that he looked at it is awesome. You should be very proud.
Dude.
It's tough, man. It's tough. You know, it's cool. These people didn't even start it. It's awesome.
Yeah. I met a couple of cosplayers. Shout out to Peachy Pie. Cosplay as Ari. That Ari cosplay was awesome.
Oh, yes.
And Animia cosplay. Animia. She was a cool cosplayer and comic book writer. Her panel was really cool, and I got to talk to her at her table. So I got to talk to a couple of people as media.
Nice, man. Yeah. How were the voice actors?
Well, they had a few, but I only talked to like Blake Shepard and Jay Shepard.
The people that we stopped by, you know.
Gotcha.
Said what's up to our peeps. You know?
I was running around because I had to go drop stuff up here.
Those cold soba noodles, bro. I feel you.
Yeah. But that's cool though, man. So you had an awesome time, bro. Right? Awesome time at Tokyo X.
Shout out to Tokyo X. Hoping to be there next year. Shout out to Fusion Ha. They were at Tokyo X too.
Shout out to Fusion Ha.
Boy, Chaz and Jeremy. Shout out to the boys.
They were there on Saturday, so I think I never caught them, but we were there at the same time, so we were there together in spirit.
Classic CP Pod fam.
I think that's it for my shout outs. If I saw you at the con, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you so much.
Like an Oscar speech. Hey, I forgot your name. I'm so sorry. I love you.
All right. Well,
that's
segue.
Tokyo. Yeah, that's Tokyo X. Japanese culture. Am I right?
Am I right?
I think that's more copyright. Yeah.
So, all right, let's segue right into it, man.
I wonder if you know how they do in Tokyo. Like, I happen to be having like a cool ass Japanese shirt, like a
Oh, he actually
samurai.
does representation.
I see it. I got my Japanese kimono.
Oh,
with
look
the
at you guys.
fox.
Yeah.
I have one piece. Shout out.
Oh,
Luffy.
That's
shit,
it, no,
we
we're
do
like-
got Japanese stuff.
That's our
Damn,
weird.
can you tell that we're fans of the culture?
We're so goddamn otakus.
I wonder if there's like
Fucking weeb.
I wonder if there's the
Gaijin.
opposite. I hope there's like 3 Japanese homies out there saying, "Look, this is my shirt of like Pedro Infante and shit." And
Well,
it's
did
like,
you watch the documentary I sent you of Cholo culture in Japan?
I've seen
Oh, that
that,
shit is
bro.
wild. I love
People
that.
from LA.
I love that. Yeah. They got the drawn on eyebrows.
Homegirl got loca.
La
tattooed
loca.
Her neck.
But I'm like the opposite end of the Latinos. I'm like, no, my mom didn't let me be a cholo.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, Cholo wasn't like a big culture, you know.
Well, I'm from LA. I'm California. Like, it is a big thing there,
Yeah,
you know?
for
But like,
his
it's
side.
just so scary that, like, to them, it's like, one was like, no, the boogeyman, you know?
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Because it was so prompt around the area I was. It's like, I know I can't be a cholo. I gotta be.
It's crazy.
I gotta be Oscar De La Hoya. Be a good boy. You know, because Oscar De La Hoya was a good, you know.
The
He was the golden boy.
He was a golden boy, right?
Yeah.
But they come to find out with the Hulu, bro. He's doing lines like the Wolf of Wall
Come
Street.
to find
You know?
out,
Damn.
he does more lines than
The Wolf of Wall Street, bro.
than a voice actor.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
I understand.
Sorry.
Way to bring it back
set up
around.
my
I love
brother.
it. I love it. I love it.
Speaking of acting, you know, there's been some good acting recently. Planet of the Apes, bro.
Yeah, man. Hands down, bro. Because with technology and the
I call that
AI,
a
bro.
smooth segue.
Thank you, good sir.
Thanks, man. I wanna-
I think the motion capture.
Oh, it's next gen
I
right
was
now,
like-
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, because what's his name in the new movie that plays?
Say-
His name.
Yeah, that guy. That guy does like in every movie, but you can't remember his name.
Yeah. What a wonderful day! What a wonderful
He was
day.
in talk show host, and he was doing the whole thing where he was acting like an ape. Because
Yeah,
they-
you saw that in the morning show one, right?
Because they go through ape training
Bro,
to like
Dang.
get all the mannerisms right. And
Yes,
everything.
and he talks about he's like, this is the first time I went full ape with this guy, and he
Yeah.
like walked up.
Yeah, because it's actually them. Like it's not. I mean, yes, it's CGI, but it is them acting behind the CGI.
That's
Yes,
crazy.
it's not like other things like they're just voicing over. No, like they have to do everything. Everything that those
Yeah,
characters
exactly.
do, they
It's-
actually.
it's not just a voiceover.
Yeah, they're motion captured those entire.
My
things.
favorite thing that they do is like that you're mentioning the face gestures, like the random face gestures that they do,
Mhm.
because it makes it so believable. Because like if you see, because I have seen documentaries of like the wild, you know, because I have a niece, so I watch animal documentaries, and my favorite part is like when they do random gestures in the face,
That's
you
true.
know.
Yeah.
So watching them in the movie, I was like, oh, they got that too. Like
Yeah.
the details is crazy in this movie.
It's really good.
That's
man.
my favorite part. The random.
Here's the part that
not
blows
just
my mind.
randomly
though.
doing the random, a monkey just eat a banana and.
The part that fucks me up with this is that we're
It's
on
so funny.
we're on movie number 4, bro. Even the original series didn't make it past 3.
Technically,
know?
it's movie like number 9.
Well, okay, yeah. That's what I'm saying. But like the original
It's
series,
still connected.
the one from the
Is
70s.
it?
No.
Oh,
The one
wow.
from the
Damn,
70s
I
or
don't
the
know how.
80s.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one from the 70s or the 80s. That only made it 3 movies, right? If I'm not mistaken, that made it its classic 3 movies.
Don't give me the start lines.
Yeah, bro.
Okay, so there's that one, and then there was one that Mark Wahlberg did, which was bad, right? That everybody
Well,
remembers.
Arguably bad.
Was it bad?
When I watched it, okay, me knowing nothing about Planet of the Apes,
Same.
I watched it when I was in middle school, and I was like, "This shit is fucking cool."
Oh yeah. With the novice eye, yes. Going back and like watching the critics are like, this was bad, bro. And I'm like, oh.
And you know what? And I thought it was cool because I was like, I thought he respected. I thought Tim Burton respected.
Yeah, I thought so too. I thought his take was
I can't
he
repeat
had a
it.
very Tim Burton take.
Yeah.
It's like you give Planet of the Apes to Tim Burton. What do you expect from
Tim
him?
Right,
fucking
right,
Burton.
right, right.
Yeah, I watched it this day, and I'm like, "This is obviously a Tim Burton movie."
Yeah.
But he made it plausible. Like even the ending where like he comes to
The
a
twist
reality.
universe.
the
Yeah.
twist ending where it's like you got Abraham Lincoln. I'm like,
That's,
I mean,
that was okay.
Abraham Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln.
Because he's an ape.
yeah.
I love it. Anyway.
But I thought it was a really cool ending.
Yeah, me too. My favorite scene is like the Channel News lady going, and it's a monkey. That's like I really lost it. I was like, oh shit, he's in the reality,
shit.
or like time or something happened. You know? Yeah.
I mean, it was very sci-fi with the fact that they explain a black hole. They
Yeah.
explain temporal rifts. they try to explain how to go back to his own original
And all it did was push him forward.
coordinates through like different time and space.
Yeah, man,
So
I feel
it
you.
has way more sci-fi elements than the original.
I feel you 100% on that,
Yeah.
bro. Even the scenes,
But it
like,
didn't get a sequel though.
What-
It didn't get a sequel though.
I mean, and I love it because it was one of the best scenes because like the horseback riding scenes. Before we get to that, one,
Oh, bro, I'm about
before
to
we
say.
get the horseback riding scenes, the scenes where I remember because they were slaves and they were like just like monkeys, like they would shower with just using flowers to rub on themselves to smell nice, but they'd be upside down in their house. Like it made like this movie made sense.
It had all that stuff.
Yeah, like they're apes. They're gonna be upside down, just hanging around, having a conversation. Like I thought it was like peak details.
Oh, and the comparison to where like in the first movie he finds the Statue of Liberty buried in the sand.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
In this one, there's that comparison in shots where it's like what's buried in the sand is his own ship, his crewmates. You remember that?
Oh,
Yeah,
I did forget that.
It had a
Actually,
whole time travel subplot
Yeah.
where like he's trying to get to like his ship, and like the ape that's helping her is like, well, I recognize this from
the ruins or something like
the
that.
Forbidden Ruins.
Yeah.
And he thinks it's like, well, that's my ship, and I'm gonna find my crew.
Right.
His crew came there hundreds of years ago, and is the
That's the ruins now.
and the apes that they had in the ship are the apes that took over the planet.
Yeah.
Bro, I mean, I thought it was clever.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I'm 100% on board with you. I thought it was on.
If you thought this was a new Planet of the Apes review, really? You're here for a Tim Burton's Planet of the Apes.
Surprise, baby.
Well,
But because it failed, and then years later they revamped it, right?
Right.
Yes.
But what got it off the ground was my thing. And like, there was nobody that we really knew. I mean, Andy Serkis, right, was the guy who played Golem and all those other great characters.
Before we started the podcast, you had this great take on James Franco.
James Franco was my reason, and I was like, like Andy Serkis was cool, but like you knew him as,
you tied him to the movie that made you even watch
Andy
it.
Right,
Serkis
that's what I'm
is
saying.
Caesar. Yeah,
Andy Serkis is Caesar. So for me, I'm
because
like,
it was a big thing. Like this is another role, yet another role where he's playing motion capture.
right. So it should be a big deal.
So
but
like,
like,
you know
movie got
what?
a little buzz because of that.
And you
Yeah.
know what? It was perfect timing for James Franco. Now that you think, because I agree because you said it earlier. I wouldn't watch it if it was attached to James Franco.
yeah, if he wasn't
That was
on
James
it,
Franco Prime. Like today,
like
on
Pete Franco.
today's date, hashtag.
That was
I
probably
would still
like-
watch a James Franco movie today.
What's up, bro? Me too.
well,
But I'm talking about like back then was Pineapple Express.
Pineapple Express.
It
Pineapple
was
Express.
what else? What else was he doing? He was doing like all these.
Remember he had the Spider-Man franchise series.
He had all these movies
He
coming
had,
out.
he
think
had Pineapple Express.
When that movie came out, he was coming from that Spider-Man franchise series, and I think he was trying to take a more serious roles because that first Planet of the Apes reboot or revamp was a more serious role for
It
him.
was.
It wasn't a funny role. It wasn't a Pineapple Express
It
role.
wasn't an action role either. Like
it was.
that.
It was the time when he was going because he could do it all.
Right.
honestly.
Yeah, he
He's
can do it all.
serious
He's up there for me and Jonah Hill. They can both do it all.
Yes, I can see that. And
Yeah.
that's the thing. My take was like, it was only James Franco that elevated that first.
That's true.
It made it like
It made it,
Oscar.
yeah.
I want to see this. This is gonna be Oscar worthy. I
And,
feel you.
And to this day, I think in the second or third one, there was a James Franco Easter egg.
Damn, we ride it, bro. We riding it, bro. We're fucking spitting on it, making circles on it.
That's how your mom does it.
You can tell your mom calls me James Franco, bro.
Yeah, but I'll tell you, man. Because what's James Franco's? What's his character name in the movie? You don't remember?
James
It's like,
Franco.
just James Franco. his name. You don't say when you watch that second or third movie, and Caesar's looking at the recorder, and you're not like, hey,
You're like, hey, it's James Franco's
It's James
character.
Franco. It's James
Dead
Franco.
ass.
It's James Franco for the first movie.
Facts.
Hey!
Facts.
That's all you think of. You're right. I
Facts.
couldn't tell you the doctor's
Facts.
name. Like, he's a doctor, but I couldn't tell you his
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah,
name.
he's a doctor.
Facts.
But I mean, that was a really cool aspect.
Trying
Yeah.
to cure Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was the cool part about it. It was he was trying to hook his mom or his dad or somebody. His dad, who was really sick, and so Caesar was the experiment. And then like the combination of the drugs that he was taking with the other drugs made him like a super smart monkey
That's
in comparison
right.
or ape in comparison to the other
Yep.
ones, and how his story
It was
progressed.
the mom or something.
Yeah, and then remember, but for them to speak was a big deal. Caesar is home. Like that last line, you're like, oh shit, he could talk the whole time.
Yeah.
Like that, but in comparison to the other Planet of the Apes, it's
Side note, I love how the fact how tall Caesar was, as tall as James Franco. Show you how big an ape is. Like that's my favorite scenes. Like the movie showing you is like, hey, you know these chimps as big can be bigger than you, bro.
Yeah, that's what you don't
know?
realize.
And
Like,
James Franco was like 5'10", 5'11", pushing 6.
If they were really smart, they could probably we couldn't take if we
fuck
try
no.
to take 3 apes, we couldn't take them.
Bro, they
I
showed
don't think
you.
we could take one ape if it
We
was.
couldn't.
No.
If he was here
They
going,
show you.
if he was here going ape wild, no, bro. We
Remember-
fucked, bro.
on the bridge, bro.
You got Malfoy. You got
bro.
Malfoy from the Harry Potter series.
Oh, he's a dick in the movie.
Yeah.
He's a zookeeper.
beating up the apes.
Hey,
he's
can
an
you be
asshole.
a dickhole again? Yeah.
Yeah, I can do it one time.
But the first one was great, but the second one was just as good, but if not better.
It elevated to a new
the
height.
second one, the one with Gary Oldman.
With Gary Oldman.
Gary Oldman.
Yeah.
That's when we
With
got
the horses and shit.
apes
With the
on horses with guns.
Yeah,
That
and
was
then-
sick.
That
Don't they
shit.
pull out? Okay,
My favorite was
I could
actually
be-
the gorilla because he had a big ass fucking gun.
Like
in his
the-
hand.
Yeah. I could be thinking of another one, but they
And he
don't
was
pull
just
out-
fucking just, whatever the fuck, you know?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
that
I
shit,
think-
no, that shit
they
had
had
100
one
pounds.
They're just like
Bro, I think he literally had two. Like he's
Oh
so
yeah,
big.
he goes like Kimbo.
Oh.
He went in Kimbo.
Oh man,
Bro, that's crazy because that shit's like, what, like 80, hundreds of pounds?
Absolutely, yeah. But he could,
2 arms?
yeah, he could
Just
manhandle
fuck
it
it.
and just walk it, bro.
And don't the humans pull out a tank against them?
It's some wild shit. I
Yeah.
remember like
I can't remember.
we barely win in the second one, bro, and the third one. I don't even know if it's considered a win. I remember like
I
I remember
know.
intimidating.
Do
They were armies. Remember when they were armies?
That's
win
right.
if James Franco isn't involved anymore?
Nah.
We don't win
No,
anymore.
that's it. That was
So
it.
you know what? It never would have taken off without him. He's only referenced in the franchise after that. He never makes another cameo. But like
No,
that's
it's presumed that he died through the virus.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
presumed that
presumed.
he's died in the
Yeah.
virus. But that's it. But I
And
mean,
now the
like,
movies are like years
Which
later.
makes it explains like why the human population disappeared because like a lot of them got fucking the virus.
right.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
makes sense.
that was really
Hashtag. I'm just kidding.
Oh,
I'll stop right there.
okay.
No, I
Thank
mean,
you.
it's been a while.
Not that long. Anyway,
Not that long.
no, but you know what I thought was intimidating when the monkeys.
2% of the population, sir.
No way.
But it's been presuming the movies that a lot more.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. 2% is. I forgot. That. I'm like,
Yeah.
where's that reference? Where's that line
Yeah.
from? I'm like, oh, that's right from the movie.
I mean, it's a lot.
But then the third one, I love the third one.
War for the Planet of the Apes, because it went what I think it was
Oh,
like.
the third one or the last one? Second one.
So I forgot the first title, but it was like
The Rise. Of the
Rise, Dawn, and then War.
War.
Yeah,
War was good
that's
too.
Woody
The-
Harrelson.
Woody Harrelson. I loved it.
Woody
I
Harrelson's
love
a great
Woody's
bad guy.
character. Great bad guy, psychotic, stupid. Dies, and I love how he died. He died through the virus. Like a virus got to him before
Yeah,
it
it
was a
finally
battle.
got to him.
Oh,
That was the
yeah.
crazy part about it.
because Gary
Yes.
Oldman died in the gun battle.
Yeah.
That made sense.
Yeah.
But then like the new villain died. Like he all these plans, his soldiers are following him. They're dying. Just massacre.
Yeah.
Caesar's like, we're getting the fuck out of here. We roll out.
Yeah.
Let them kill
You
each
know,
other.
I like that in that trilogy. We actually follow Caesar all the way through.
His whole
Yeah.
story.
Which leads to the fourth one.
Yeah.
Which is the fourth one because it's like now that Caesar's gone, let's wrap it up and let's move forward a few generations past the prime, right?
Yeah.
But in the process of it, it's like this. My thing is like, what time? Our time? Ape time? Whose time? You know?
Right.
So you can't tell because well, that's the thing. Is like they painted us as a great past civilization, but the technology that the apes are looking for throughout the movie,
It's still our shit.
It's no longer than like what 40, 50 years.
Yeah, I'm thinking like at
Yeah.
least 50 years.
50 years, right?
Enough
So-
for like maybe a generation to possibly
then-
forget.
But they show like the landscape is like, oh, Los Angeles is suddenly like because they show the air,
Yeah,
they show
right.
the airport, they show LAX, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, bro, California's a desert, you know.
Why would I have all this luscious green
So
land out of nowhere
Suddenly
take
it's a
everywhere?
jungle, like
Yeah.
bro, climatic.
So it would have been years. It would have been maybe 100 years.
It had
I think at least 100
a
years. But, doesn't make,
climatic.
but
it had to
ammunition doesn't last 100 years is my mindset.
Yes,
anyway.
it had to be like a
Well,
catastrophe.
you gotta suspend some belief.
Exactly. Yeah, you gotta suspend some belief.
Talking
Maybe,
monkeys, I guess.
maybe it's just that part that got me
Apes.
like, because the time thing throws you off. It's like, okay, nature. Because I'm throwing the nature side. It's like, okay, Lord, like something catastrophic for it to be a suddenly Guatemala, like be a jungle, bro. Is no way. Like, what the fuck?
Well, you know that you see that in a lot of movies where like if it wasn't for human interaction, a lot of these things would actually.
He's not wrong,
Well,
but I wonder how long would it take?
Well,
those the
my
question,
thing is like
right?
I like to put it in the
Huh?
perspective of the main characters. The main character is obviously the ape, right?
Right.
So maybe I'm looking at a luscious green forest through the eyes of a character. Because what the fuck does he know about downtown LA? You know, me as a human,
That's an interesting
you
perspective.
know what I'm saying? Me as a human, that's what I bring it up, right? 'Cause this is my only way to fight it, right? It's like me as a human, I know what downtown LA looks like. It ain't fucking that beautiful, you
Right.
know. But for this guy, bro, he's doing like doing 360 no scope cartwheel spins, you know, like easy. But he's having a good time. He's loving life. But for like to him, he's like, look, this is beautiful. This is paradise. This is my hometown. And from there, it's like, but the characters that show up, the humans that you see in the trailer, like kind of give away, like maybe the time this is different.
No, that's an interesting takeaway. I didn't even in that aspect. I guess I didn't suspend belief. I was like, whatever they say. It's been like 2 generations. Whatever.
Yeah.
However long that is.
Yeah.
So I just kind of went with
It's
it.
been long enough to where like different like different tribes are monkeys.
Yes.
Right.
They talk about that.
Different tribes or apes are still like are worshiping Caesar now like a
god.
like a messiah
Yeah,
figure.
yeah, like he was their Jesus.
Yeah. The message was like you forget it was the message of like apes joined together. What
And
does
the
that
fact
mean?
that this even brought up,
Apes joined together as in like work as a unit or like care for each other.
people
What does it mean?
misconstrue that, and how
I seen that take where like the main bad ape is like speak his words.
Yes.
say his name.
Yeah, right.
It's-
Those are the lines.
Yeah.
Good lines, by the way.
Great lines,
Yeah.
man.
But basically, that idea that is setting up the movie is basically religion.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, yeah, it was like
different takes on who Caesar really was. You know, different
Yeah.
takes of who, or you know, Western
because the
Messiah
orangutan,
really
right?
is.
The orangutan was like, I'm one of the original OGs, bro. I'm still out here. I'm
Yeah.
a day wonder,
Because
and
he
he's
says
like,
he says the same word. He's like, because like he's like, hey, his words, apes strong together, right?
Yeah,
Because they're doing some slavery stuff, right?
yeah.
The orangutans is like, no, man, remember, apes strong together.
Yeah, it makes you think of like a
So it's the same words, but it's just like the way
Yeah.
they take. It's like the same thing with religion.
yeah.
It just depends. It's like one is like more like it's the same thing.
Let's
It
jump
depends
in.
how you take it. Yeah,
But it's like pacifists versus activists.
but hold
you
on,
know,
I
like-
want to move on because there's another part of it because like one of the humans, I know what you're going to mention about that, but the religion, but like I'm moving on to the war side because like there's one character who's like was like Frank Gallagher, the guy from Shameless. He was like, let them fight, let them do their thing. It's their time,
He's
you know.
in the movie.
The shameless guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's-
he is in there.
Oh,
Yes.
he-
Yeah, he's like one of the like a counselor to see to the bad monkey.
Yeah, he's
right?
like a
is he an ape or a human?
He's
a
human.
human.
He's human.
but he's like his higher counselor. He refers
Yeah.
to him for
Yeah, he
information.
tells them
and
about
shit.
events of like, the Romans did this, Alexander the Great did this, the Egyptians did this. Homeboy,
Man,
did-
that's interesting because
Yeah.
you always gotta have that one character that gives you wisdom. Of the
Yes.
past.
That's basically
Exactly
him.
who
Yes,
he
and
is.
that's him. That's exactly
Yeah.
who he is.
and
If
homeboy,
you're a smart leader.
Yeah.
and he's telling him, yeah, exactly. That's exactly what he do it because that's exactly what he's doing because they're looking for technology because technology advances. What is in One Piece? War pushes technology.
Yes.
So this one
Wow.
character, so the main bad guy is like he said he knows his philosophy because of the Romans. He's like, look, what we're gonna do is establish this, build roads, build houses, and we're gonna be just like we used to be,
Yeah.
like these humans used to.
And no
be.
matter what, you're still gonna have a job, bro. You're always gonna be necessity. Don't worry
Yeah,
about it.
Don't
Like,
worry, guys.
They're not gonna.
But the
you know?
human guy, he's like, look, man, it's their time. We used to fight.
You remember
Fuck it,
that?
It's
Yeah.
over.
Yeah.
Let them do. If they're gonna kill each other, let them kill each other as far as you know. This isn't your problem no more.
Yeah. That's it.
You
That's
know,
literally the way his.
That's
his
why I brought it
attitude.
up. I was like, this is because now war belongs to apes because they're conscious. They know what they're doing. Like,
Yeah.
hey, you know what you're going to pick up the sword.
Now war belongs to them.
Because and that's the other aspect of religion because it comes to like freedom, free will. It's like, hey, man, you know what you're doing,
Oh.
right?
We normally
know?
don't go this topics on the podcast.
No, but in the movie, it's explored. In the movie's
You know,
explored.
and
Right.
I think that's why these movies, the whole trilogy, the whole 4 movies, I think that's why they're very well reviewed because they really like lay down these themes of
I didn't even think about that.
civilization.
Breakdown, everything like
Of
that.
civilization, like everything you just broke down. I think it's in the movie. It's integrated into the movie. And like
Oh.
Rise was about it really is supposed to be a metaphor about technology going too far.
right.
And then the other one's supposed
Oh,
to be
the
a
virus.
the other was supposed to be a metaphor of nature taking over.
Mm.
Like
And-
gaining sentience.
Yeah,
right?
like
yeah.
they got all these themes that are make you think.
Dang.
That was a good
No,
one.
this one really made me think, especially that scene that was like, hey, let them fight. If it's our time is up, we fucked up. It's
Yeah.
over.
Well, I
Let
want to
them
jump.
fight.
I want to jump to the end. There was 2 things for me that were really cool about this movie. One was that the CGI was really pushed very, very far for the wet effects. If you notice that, like in the very first 3
Just like with
movies,
your mom.
thank you. That was a good one.
It's all real though.
There's snow and shit like that in the
I
first
call it
one,
wet
but
effect.
but the fur, the actual fur of the apes getting wet and like they had to do like underwater shit or not underwater shit, but like fucking with the water.
I know
and
what you
things
mean.
Like that.
I know
That
what
was
you
really
mean.
fucking cool,
I never
right?
thought about that. That's crazy. That you
Like,
bring it out.
That they have
is
to
real.
push it because I've noticed that.
I'm
Like,
here thinking there's a real river, real apes, and real scenes of
right,
sadness. you
but
know?
it's all CGI, bro.
now
like,
that you bring it down, I'm like, oh, it's all real. It's not fake. It's
Yeah,
like-
yeah.
None
So,
of the
like-
ape first.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's crazy in that aspect. So I really was
Yeah.
impressed with that aspect of the movie.
Yeah.
What I thought was really good though was the ending, because the way they painted it, which was spoilers, of course. The humans and the apes are like, why does all this shit have to be yours? And the humans are like, well, it was. It's like, why does it have to be like that? He's like, where do we belong in this whole shit? In this grand scheme, now that do we just go back to being silent? Do
But-
we go back to being behind cages?
And you know what the answer was?
I don't know. Yeah, and was crazy. And look, the
that was
human,
the answer. The answer was like,
the
no,
girl,
you know what?
the
the
human
answer
girl
was
had
like,
the gun.
Good peel. Go point.
Yeah,
I
she's
think-
just like,
I think that's presented in the original movies because by the end of like in the original
Oh,
movies,
really?
the humans are not smart, right? Only the astronauts.
that's exactly what happens in this one. Like the humans
Only-
get dumber in
only-
this one.
Yeah, I mean that's where the Planet of the Apes. That's where the originals go. Like the virus makes them dumb, and eventually they lose their language. So that's how the older movies are set up, and then towards the end, it's like you got smart humans now. Well, now that you have smart humans, what do you do with them? Which is what was presented in the first one. Now you got smart apes. What do you do with them?
And that's exactly it. That's the big question they put at the end. But it's what you realize at the very end of the movie is that there's still a group.
Species?
There's a group still of like smart humans. Like there's not like only a few of them. There's actually like a huge like base to them.
I
still
haven't
working.
watched it, but I read the spoiler to where like apparently there's a whole base. Like she was getting something for the
Satellites to communicate with all the other humans
and
now
there's, like
out there.
humans in the space station or some shit.
Well, they did it so they can get like the whatever the coordinates were, so they can communicate with other people,
Communicate.
with the satellites all over. Like
Whoever-
Do you guys think this is a whole setup for the next
absolutely,
movie?
yes, it's a trilogy.
Yeah, man. I look for. I wonder what it'll lead to. I wonder like if it'll connect it to anything. I wonder if it'll lead to the
People were
OG.
saying the way that they introduced the satellites and like some kind of aspect of space,
Oh,
like that aspect of space could connect to Tim Burton films.
Oh,
Mark Wahlberg comes out of nowhere as a black hole.
It was that one the whole time.
And the fifth one, that's what's gonna happen.
Or the original ones, because in the original ones, you know, I mean that's what happens in the original ones. Like the main characters, they're astronauts and they crash land in
Yeah.
back in Earth.
And then he's
Come to
like,
find out it's
"You
Earth.
idiots, you," or something like that. He yells up at the end.
Man, could you imagine like if somebody
No,
was
He
up?
sees the sky. No, he sees the sky. He's like, "You idiots, you ruined it."
Oh,
all,"
yeah,
or
yeah,
something
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
He yells at the end.
Yeah, that's right. He does.
Yeah.
It's just like you fools.
Yeah, some shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but those old ones, I think there's a bunch because like
Clip that Suki later.
Return of Planet of the Apes, and then he takes the apes to back to the correct time.
Yeah.
And then they have a trial, and then
Let's just see the 6-part
Yeah,
miniseries I have. It's
So I'm
called
excited, man. Like again, the future, what's led up to be the next Planet of the Apes. I'm excited. I thought this
Yeah,
one wasn't
man.
gonna be that great.
Yeah,
they
man.
did some really cool shit. They
I
pulled
hope
the
this
emotional
somehow all ties
heartstrings.
out to King Kong somehow.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
Yeah.
That's
what's your take on the Apes movie, Suki?
oh, of course. We got to get her 2 cents. Suki, where you at? Oh no. Well,
That's
ladies and
nice to know.
gentlemen, that's been our episode. Thank you so much. This has been the WBM podcast, guys. My name is Merk, and please make sure you guys are following us.
Are you making
on-
ape expressions over there?
make sure you guys are following us on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, all at WBM_podcast.
And this is your boy X-Fed in the mix too. Make sure you're ready following us Apple Music, Amazon Music, Stitcher, Spotify, all that jazz.
Right.
I think it's your boy Oski in the mix.
In the mix.
Check out the website, WBMpodcast.com, where you'll find our full library of episodes. At the bottom of this episode, in the description, you'll find 2 links. One link to support the show. If you like what we do, please support. Another link to send us text messages and messages directly to us. Click on that link and send us a message.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the WBM podcast. We love you. We appreciate you. And we'll see you next time.
Yeah, all right, boy.
Peace.